How's it going, guys? You don't need to go through things by yourself. Today's episode is going to be talking about how you need to do everything in your power to get things off your chest, to be able to rely on other people, to just do anything that can help you realize you're not alone, and have this separate forum, or for me this podcast or a journal or a friend, to be able to put my thoughts somewhere else, or a therapist. There are so many avenues that I've been taking this. I want to go deeper into them in different episodes, but I mean, I haven't done this in 2 weeks, so I'm thinking a little bit, but I can even just go through day to day, like what I've been doing to make sure I feel not in my head. For example, I just went on this run. I go on runs every time before my podcast on Thursday nights to get my thoughts out. And there have been times where I felt confined and cooped up in my room. And there's only one kind of smallish window that faces another building, so it doesn't get much sunlight. And it is so important to realize you can't be in your head. And you just got to get outside. That's one of the forms where you can realize it's a way for you to get your thoughts out, just kind of not ruminate. It's all about not ruminating. So when I'm feeling really down, it's super, super hard because the time can fly by when I'm in my room by myself, bed rotting, not having any obligations. So I just have nothing to do, or not having that structure. Or if I have just been in my thoughts by myself, whether it's figuratively or physically, just getting outside, being able to go for a walk, realize that there are so many things going on outside of you and in your life. And then the actual act of exercising, and then how it not only just helps you feel that sense of accomplishment, but exercise physiologically makes you feel better. It releases endorphins, and it's so important for your health. And that's one way that I've been able to get my thoughts out, and then be able to clear my head and realize you can't ruminate. You can't. And another way that I have been getting my thoughts out, which is good, is through this podcast, and I am so grateful for it. It's honestly so amazing. I've talked about it at the end of a lot of episodes, but I've been wanting to do different things for a while. I have like a list in my notes app of like 100 different things that I have for a couple of years of what things I want to talk about, things I've shared with people with this nonprofit, No Empty Seats, that I've had conversations with people for thousands of conversations about mental health and different lessons I've learned and things I want to share. And I've been in my head so much, realizing I can't, not feeling like I have this forum to be able to deliver and talk about these things, knowing I can help people, I can help myself. Because usually I would post these lessons on Instagram, and it would feel like I needed to have a full, well-written paragraph, and it would feel like I need to have graphics to perfectly describe how I feel. But this form right here, just the casual way that I can talk about things going on in my life, just my own personal blog, kind of, where I don't feel too pressured and I can say whatever. And I honestly feel like I express myself in natural conversations way better than any formal kind of writing or medium. Another thing that makes me feel good about this podcast and these different layers of videos that I've had is that I know it can still be seen through the algorithm years later. It was so frustrating on Instagram to have something just get that I posted like a year ago that still meant so much to me just be thrown in the abyss and no one will ever see it. It makes me so happy. It makes me feel so much less alone about this, that I can have this. This is my passion project. These are my ways to be able to talk about what I'm going through in my life, and they can still be seen by everyone, and I'm really racking up my artillery. It's really awesome. And for anyone listening that wants to share your story, Sam did it last week, which is amazing. I want this to be a forum for everyone. I want, in a perfect world, I would want it every day, people submitting in videos, and then we can look them over together, and then it would just feel like a community together. But all in all, I have hundreds of ideas that I've wanted to do, and I never felt like I had the vocabulary or place to put them out there, the community to put them out there. Even during No Empty Seats, not only until these past months, I feel like I can talk about what's going on. I feel like I can have this place where people can click on these quick casual videos, throw them on in the podcast, and in the car, and it's helped me so much. I really suggest this to everyone, whether it's just regular journaling. I'll get into journaling in a little bit, but being able to have these weekly things has honestly been so life-changing. I genuinely, I'm not just being biased and trying to advertise this. This has been one of the best things that's ever happened to me. I feel like I'm back in my element with No Empty Seats, and I don't feel in my head anymore. Not at all. I feel like I have a place that I could put my thoughts. And all in all, that's the most important thing. I feel like I'm talking fast, so I'm going to slow it down a little bit. To contextualize this a lot more, I've been dying with exams the past week, and I've been overthinking this episode a lot, so it's cool that I can really just, that's why I might be talking so fast, because I'm excited that I have a pieced together idea of what I wanted to talk about. But this is really it. Like, I'm just so grateful that we have this platform. Journaling is so helpful too. I carry a journal. And I'll talk about it in a different episode, but the gist of that and how that's been so helpful is I really just get my thoughts down and practice gratitude. That's another way getting your thoughts out, and relying on other people and other mediums is so helpful. I've practiced gratitude every time I write in my journal. I say the 5 good things that have happened in my day, and it's cool because once you say things out loud to a therapist, to your journal, to a friend, once you get out of your head, you realize so many things about yourself. You realize, hey, that might have been irrational. That might have been a time where I need to stand up for myself. This is important because, I just remembered this in my day. Wow, that's such a blessing. Being able to reflect on these things is so important. And that's another mode that can be really helpful. But yeah, trying to give myself that space, that grace to be able to sit and be like, what else was I thinking about? The air is so nice right now. I'm feeling grateful. When you get out of your head, when you go outside, when you start talking to other people, not only does it help you realize, the beauty and humanity, the outer workings, the system and beautiful workings of life that are going on around you, no matter what, regardless of how bad or how good your life is, it also helps you realize that people can help you. when I'm talking about what I'm going through, there's always modes and ways people can help me, and it's really, really awesome. Just people are so kind and ready to jump on any ways that they can help others. And once you're able to vocalize and talk about what's going on in your life, people are able to say, okay, I can do this for you. I can take this load off your shoulders. I can help you with this. Because you don't need to feel like you're going through things by yourself. Now, personally for me, I've been trying my best to lean on other people. With no empty seats, I'm the most important thing about this podcast for me is knowing that I can try. I need to try my best to live what I'm preaching. And with no empty seats, I've been leaning on my wonderful e-board at Brown, where we have about 10 people on our e-board now, where people can send the emails, people can take their part in organizing events, in leading meetings. It's really amazing. And this wouldn't have been possible if I just kept ruminating it in my head. I was ruminating in my head for a year and a half, 2 years, feeling like I need to do this by myself, feeling like no empty seats can only function through me. And it's unhealthy, it's unsustainable. And to be able to rely on the people, if anyone's listening, this is fun. I can test anyone who's listening on the board. You mean so much to me. I don't think many people realize how unstructured NES was before this, and it genuinely means the world. But yeah, I guess that's my final point. I think that you can realize how many people want to help you once you get out of your head, once you stop ruminating, because it'll get worse. That's the most dangerous part about rumination, that when you keep falling into your negative thoughts by yourself, it just spirals and spirals, and then you'll start realizing, and then you'll feel like that is your own reality. And that's so freaking scary. It'll feel like when you start feeling sorry for yourself and feeling down on yourself, that'll feel like this is how life is supposed to be. And it's so hard to find that tough love to know I need to find a routine. I need to find habits to get out of myself like that. I need to find habits to get back on my footing. To be able to do that and not keep saying this is how things have been, maybe this is what it's meant to be. That's so fucking hard. Oh my God, I'm getting squirmish like thinking about how hard that was before. And even right now, getting my thoughts out now helps me realize how bad those past couple of years have been when I felt like I was by myself. And I am so grateful for it now, to feel like I have a team to rely on me, to feel like I have so grateful to have a team I can rely on with No Empty Seats, to feel like there is a forum with this No Empty Seats YouTube channel to post these videos where other people can come in and where I can share my thoughts and have a catalog of all my mental health stories. That's amazing. And to feel like I have a space where I can be able to go outside on this beautiful campus and exercise and see all the amazing things that are happening with or without me. It's really amazing, and I just feel a lot of gratitude that I can be in this spot to actualize that and to really be happy in this system that I'm a part of. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna talk so damn fast. I don't really know what's going on, but get out of your head. Get out of your head. No one human is meant to go through things alone. We are not isolating species. Even though it might feel like your reality, you need to just listen. I promise, just go for a walk, text a friend, call someone you feel like you don't need to use any mental energy on. Find these spaces where you can get your thoughts out. Maybe in poetry and in writing and in this YouTube channel, right? But I'm really happy to get this 15-minute episode out. I think it's a good one. Sorry if I talk too fast. Starting to sound like my dad, but I hope you're doing well. I'll show some of this more beautiful campus. Have a good weekend, guys.